Welcome to Jack Price Stadium in Ames, Iowa, where the Cardinal and Gold gathering strength as they gear up to support their Iowa State Cyclones. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Arizona Wildcats taking on the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cyclones will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive. their own 25. To throw, it's locked. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wildcats. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it out. It's Green. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The inside handoff. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
The speed of these quarterbacks have just gotten insane. Week in and week out, you're facing so many guys that can just pick them up and put them down and chew up 15 yards like it's nothing.
And they can make the throws, too. We call them dual threats, but really you have to be able to do both in this era of football.
Yeah, and it used to be one or the other. You had a guy that could really, really run. You had a guy that could throw. Now they're all packaged into one, and it's just, man, it's a headache.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Dropping back, it's Beck. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. There he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a 3rd down situation, knowing exactly where the first down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Sets up the screen. Jukes his way for more. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
To the air, it's Beck. They get to him as he throws. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. quick pass on the jet motion. Into the house. Touchdown, Cyclones! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give out of the gun. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Looking to pass. It's Luck. And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. On the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got him downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Cyclones with the 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. The attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arizona. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Green. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Beck. Takes the easy one to the back. Runs through the tackle. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Cyclones lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Get set, get set.
On the ground, it's Hansen. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Cyclones didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Give him 6. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And he makes the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Locke. Fires left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cyclones can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Hansen. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll go to the ground. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Cyclone! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw. It's locked. Going deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle. It's Burnett. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going over the top. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Arizona set to start this 2nd half. They'll kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking left. zips it out to his man.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Cyclones are facing 3rd and inches. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. It's Beck. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Still running at the 40. Gashing the knee on the right. Powers through. Touchdown, Iowa State. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. Inside the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Burnett. And he's brought down after a nice game.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air. It's Locke. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Touchdown, Arizona! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. timing and better execution. That is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. And the explosiveness. The big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got his man downfield. Lots of running room. The tap. Touchdown, Arizona. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Let's see what he can do with the return. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Lee. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Beck. Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab on the big throw. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Cyclones! And that one will give him the lead.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burnett. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Luck. Zings it complete to the right.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Hudson. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job separating by the slot receiver on that in route. Man-to-man coverage, he put his foot in the ground and created a little bit of separation, and that made that play work.
Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Brings up 2nd down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Makes the grab. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. To the air, it's locked. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Runs through a tackle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Beck. Got a man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Luck. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Iowa State sending the offense back out. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Cyclones in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Just on the edge of the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit stick tackle? Woo! That ball carrier is going to remember that.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finding open areas. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the Cyclones are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's second and goal. Back to throw. It's Beck. Under fire. Touchdown, Iowa State. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now. I say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Hunter. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2 minute.
Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Oh, look out. The ball's free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Looking downfield, it's locked. Gets it out fast.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
This offensive coordinator is going to have to be creative. Time is winding down, and the offense has to move quickly. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunter. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for two? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And he splits the uprights, and we're tied in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. He breaks a tackle. They do get the clock stopped. He gets out of bounds, but going backwards is really not an option at this juncture.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
The Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the tight end. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. These corners backing off a bit. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down.
29 Philly, 2-9.
From the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
Brings up second down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Beck. Good timing on the quick out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Most every defense is worried about the big play, giving up the big play to the wide receivers down the field. That's why I think it's important to milk these tight ends on these short routes to keep the sticks moving, to stay ahead of the chains, just to keep my offense in rhythm.
He'll do it himself. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking to buy time. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown, at least for now.
These quarterbacks that just bounce and bounce and bounce and pull the ball down and make plays. Defensively, you just got to keep coming. You can't get tired. You can't get frustrated, really. It's the frustration that gets to you because they keep making plays and keep getting first downs. Got another opportunity coming up. 1st and goal. Try to hold them to a field.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand circumstances, right? Like the red zone situations, I got to be able to come out of that defensive backfield and play the run game, and he did quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cyclone! They strike first in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The offense set for a first down play. To the air, it's locked. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.